Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Chandani from Pon Vidyashram School. Welcome back to the session. Today we are going to start a new lesson. Let's get into the lesson. How is oxygen replaced in the atmosphere? How can we reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere? What is our primary source of food? From where do we get wood and medicine? I hope you would have found the answer. Yes. Plants. Our today's topic is getting to know plants. Life is impossible without plants. All living beings depend on plants for food and shelter. They produce oxygen, which mixes with air. Plants also provide other useful substances such as wood and medicine. In this chapter, we will learn about types of plants, parts of a plant, functions and modifications of different plant parts such as root, stem, leaf and flower. And also we will learn about the processes of photosynthesis, transpiration, fertilization and reproduction. Go outside and observe all the plants around you. Do you see some plants are small, some very big, while others are just patches of green on the soil. Some have green leaves, while some others have reddish ones. Some have big red flowers, while others have tiny blue ones, and some have none. We do see a variety of plants existing all around us, near our homes, in the school ground, on the way to the school, in the parks and gardens, isn't it? Plants grow all around us. They grow on land as well as in water. It has been estimated that there are about 250,000 types of plants. Do you think all these plants have flowers? No. Some plants have flowers and some plants do not have flowers. So, plants are broadly classified into two main groups. They are flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Plants like rose, sunflower, mango, beans, all these are flowering plants. Ferns and mosses do not bear flowers. They are non-flowering plants. Have you seen the green patches which is growing on the stagnant water? Yes, it is algae, which is a non-flowering plants. In hilly regions like Ooty and Kodaikanal, there you can see the structures like this in the plants. This is called cones. Example, pine tree. These plants do not bear flower. It has a special structure called cones. Plants are broadly classified into herbs, shrubs and trees based on the size and nature of their stem. Herbs. Herbs are plants with soft and thin green stems. They are usually short in height and do not have many branches. They do not live for more than a few months. Yes, they have short lifespan. Example, spinach, coriander, radish, mustard. Shrubs. Shrubs are plants with thin, hard, woody stems. They grow to a medium height. The stem branch arises from the base of the plant. So it gives the bushy appearance to the plants. Yes, these plants are bushy in appearance. Example, China rose, henna and rose. Trees. They are tall plants with hard and woody stem. The stem is called the trunk. The branches grow high above the ground. Trees live for many years. Example, Mango tree, neem tree, banyan tree, all these are examples of trees. There is another type of plants that are different from herbs, shrubs, and trees. These are plants with weak stems that can't stand upright. They grow along supports such as walls, sticks, and other plants with the help of tendrils. Have you seen a plant which is growing along with the sticks on the walls? Yes, they are called climbers. With the help of tendrils, it holds the sticks and walls and grows. Example, grapevine. Grapevine is nothing but grapes. Pea plant, money plant, and bean plants. Creepers are plants with soft, weak stem and cannot stand erect, so they spread out on the ground. Example, strawberry, watermelon, and pumpkin. Various parts of a plant perform different functions to keep it alive. Let us study the parts of a flowering plants. Yes, we already know the parts of the plants, right? What are the parts of the plants? Root, stem, flower, leaf, and fruit. The underground part of the plant, or the part that remains in the soil, is called root system. It consists of main root and a number of branching roots. The green part that grows above the ground is called shoot system. It consists of stem, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. What are root system? The underground part of the plant that remains in the soil is called root system. What is shoot system? The green part that grows above the ground is called shoot system. It consists of stem, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. There are two main types of root systems in plants. They are taproot and fibrous root. In the taproot system, there is a single main root, is also called primary root, from which several small root arises. They are called lateral roots or secondary roots. Examples are mango, neem, pine, pea, carrot, radish, and turnip. See, in taproot you can see a long main root. This is called primary root. From the primary root, many small roots arises. These are called secondary roots or lateral roots. Even radish, carrot are all examples of taproot. You can see primary root and these are secondary roots. Pull out some grass from your garden and observe the roots. What do they look like? You will notice that there are several thin roots. In fibrous root system, they do not have primary root. Here, there are many fine fiber-like roots arise from the base of the stem, and the roots are similar and bushy in appearance. Examples are maize, rice, wheat, grass, and onion. Functions of root. Roots anchor the plant to the soil. If you try to pull out a plant from the ground, it will not come out easily. What fixes the plant firmly in the soil? Yes, roots. The roots are said to anchor the plants to the soil. Yes, it fixes the plant firmly in the soil. Roots absorb water and minerals present in the soil. These help the plants to survive and grow. Can a plant survive if you cut all its root and fix it to the ground? Definitely not. It will dry up after some time. This is because roots absorb water and minerals present in the soil. Water and minerals reach the stem and the branches through a stem of thin tubes present in the roots and the stems. These thin tubes are called xylem and phloem. Xylem conducts water and phloem conducts food. You will study about xylem and phloem in your higher classes. Roots also bind the soil particles together and thus prevent soil erosion. In some plants, roots perform other functions besides the three primary functions. What are the three primary functions? Yes. It anchors the plant to the soil, it absorbs water and minerals present in the soil, and also it prevents soil erosion. It binds with the soil particles together and prevent soil erosion. They also perform other functions. For this, their structure is slightly changed. These changes are known as modifications. In some plants, roots are modified to store food. You have already studied about the modified root to store food, right, in the previous lessons. We eat radish, carrot and turnip because there is stored food in them. Which part of the plant are these? Yes, these are roots. The food made in the green leaves travels downwards and is stored in these taproots. Plants use this food when conditions are not favorable. In some plants, roots are modified to provide extra support. In these plants, roots grow from their branches. These roots grow downwards into the soil and become thick to provide the support. Have you seen banyan tree? Yes, in the banyan tree, the roots grow downward from its branches. As these roots reaches the ground, they fix themselves in the soil and give support to the spreading branches of the huge tree. Such roots are called prop roots or aerial roots. Such roots are called prop roots or aerial roots. We know that roots grow below the soil, but in case of these plants, root grows from the branches and grows downwards and reach the soil and gives support to the spreading branches. They support the tree just as pillars support a building. Do you know an interesting fact? The big banyan tree in the botanical garden near Kolkata has more than 900 prop roots. They support a huge canopy of branches. In addition to support, roots of some plants can give rise to new plants. Example, dahlia and asparagus. Let us study about shoot system in the next session. Thank you.